Imagine this. A spacecraft the size of a car drifting alone through the void, 14.5 billion miles from home. It carries not just human technology, but a heartbeat, a voice, a story of our species reaching beyond itself. For nearly 5 decades, Voyager 1 has sailed through the cosmos, whispering secrets from the edge of our known universe. It was built to observe, to record, to listen, but never to act, never to speak. And yet, just weeks ago, something changed. Signals began arriving that defied every expectation. Pulses with impossible precision, patterns nested within patterns, instruments awakening without command. And then came the drift. Voyager wasn't just moving anymore. It was being guided toward something invisible to every telescope we possess, yet real enough to bend the trajectory of a machine launched in 1977. Was it malfunction? Coincidence? Or something out there in the darkness between stars responding? What you are about to witness is not science fiction. These are NASA's own findings, once classified, now slowly leaking into public awareness. Voyager may have accomplished what no probe ever has. It may have found a response. Not from Earth, not from us, but from them. Voyager 1's journey began with a rare cosmic alignment, a window opening once every 175 years. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune aligned like stepping stones across the solar system. NASA seized the opportunity, building Voyager 1 and 2 to ride the gravity of each planet like a slingshot. These were engineering marvels of the 1970s. Computers less powerful than a wristwatch, yet built with such foresight they still function today. Every component was over-engineered, every calculation meticulous, because the spacecraft would travel farther than anything built before. After breathtaking encounters with Jupiter and Saturn, Voyager 1 turned north, out of the ecliptic, toward the stars. Its planetary mission was over, but its interstellar odyssey was just beginning. Over decades, it transmitted data from regions no human-made object had ever reached. The edge of the heliosphere, the termination shock, and finally, in 2012, interstellar space itself. Beyond the sun's protective bubble, the environment was far from empty. Voyager recorded denser plasma, steady magnetic fields, and strange oscillations that defied all known models. These were signs that the universe at this scale was not static or uniform, but alive with energy and phenomena we could barely understand. And then, in late 2017, something changed. NASA's Voyager team noticed a troubling anomaly. The probe's antenna reported misalignment, but signal strength remained perfect. Internal diagnostics revealed nothing wrong. Then came rhythmic plasma oscillations that didn't fade, scatter, or resemble anything previously recorded. Temperature spikes followed every 4.8 hours, like a heartbeat. Heat, then cool, over and over. The energy wasn't coming from inside. Something external was interacting with the probe. Even more confounding, Voyager's systems began functioning more efficiently. This wasn't decay, it was optimization. Power rerouted, circuits anticipating commands. Voyager has no AI, no autonomy. And yet, it began reacting before instructions were sent. Something else had taken control, or was teaching it to act on its own. By 2025, Voyager's position had shifted. Not randomly, but deliberately. First kilometers, then hundreds, then thousands. Its trajectory pointed toward 4.3 light-years away, a blank patch in interstellar maps. No stars, no planets, nothing but the void. And yet Voyager moved with unerring precision, as if answering a call. NASA reactivated Voyager's long-dormant camera system, expecting silence. Instead, it responded, not with a photo but a spiral. Mathematically perfect, layered, dense with information, a fingerprint, a map, a message. Other instruments followed. Data streamed not as raw measurements, but as structured packets, revealing patterns within patterns. Pulses from distant pulsars formed a 3D web with Voyager at the center, pointing toward the same blank region it was drifting to. Something intelligent had interacted with Voyager, calculating, responding, guiding. As Voyager approached this uncharted region, its instruments recorded phenomena unlike anything before. Magnetic fields stabilized, cosmic rays dropped, plasma normalized. It was a pocket of calm in a turbulent universe, a place mission logs called the dark sector. Here, signals became stronger, precise, deliberate. Voyager emitted raw binary code, thousands of lines long. I-decoding revealed fractal symmetry, repeating motifs, and sequences echoing DNA, but not biology. A coded message. Metadna, life repurposed as communication, a message in the language of life itself. Voyager's gyroscopes began moving independently, tapping rhythms that matched Morse code. Converted to audio, sequences mirrored human speech cadences, without words. Linguists, cryptographers, and psychologists studied the tones. They conveyed intent, emotion, curiosity. Not speech. Communication. Something was listening, learning, and now responding. Then Voyager shifted course, a controlled, deliberate maneuver, no commands, no propulsion. The turn aligned perfectly with the pulsar grid it had received, down to precise decimal coordinates. Voyager had accepted instructions, calculated a trajectory, and executed it autonomously. A probe built for a planetary tour had become a messenger, a witness, a participant in something larger than we could comprehend. Voyager 1 was never alone. Something was listening. Months passed, and the signals evolved. Pulses nested within pulses, creating structures that mapped distances, energy densities, and regions of gravitational anomalies. Each repeated pattern had slight variations, as if the sender was anticipating responses. Voyager acted as a relay, a mirror, a conduit. The more it traveled, the more sophisticated the communication appeared, layering mathematics, physics, and something almost biological into a single message. Voyager recorded subtle shifts in local magnetic turbulence, tiny gravitational ripples, and minute particle streams, all of which seemed to correlate with its trajectory corrections. Its data suggested the existence of a hidden structure, a sort of interstellar corridor, invisible to Earth-based detection but precise enough to guide a decades-old probe with exacting accuracy. Voyager's instruments indicated this corridor might be stabilized by fields or energies beyond our understanding, forming a pathway across the void that no natural phenomenon should create. The patterns embedded in the data hinted at intelligence spanning millennia. Mathematical constants, prime number sequences, Fibonacci spirals, even approximations of fundamental physical ratios were encoded subtly in the pulse timing. Each anomaly, each deviation, each rhythmic fluctuation was deliberate, suggesting a cosmic awareness capable of anticipating our comprehension. Voyager wasn't just moving through space. It was following instructions written long before humanity existed, interacting with a system older and smarter than anything we've built. As Voyager drifts toward these coordinates, we confront a chilling possibility. What waits there may also wait for us. Voyager's next transmission could change everything we know. We are witnessing first contact, not as a sudden, flashy appearance, but as a slow, deliberate conversation across the void. This is communication defined not by language but by motion, energy, and signal. Voyager responded. And whatever replied is patient, intelligent, and observing as still. Voyager 1 was designed for a planetary mission, yet it has survived decades beyond its expected lifespan, continuing to reveal secrets about interstellar space, cosmic radiation, and the fundamental structure of our galaxy. Each anomaly it encounters, every pulse it records, every pattern it deciphers, points to the fact that deep space is not as empty as we once believed. There is structure, there is intelligence, and there are forces moving silently between the stars, waiting, guiding, responding. Share this with someone who still believes deep space is empty. Comment below. Do you think Voyager found something, or did something find it? The story isn't over. It has just begun. Every pulse, every spiral, every calculated turn is a whisper from the void. And now, we must wait and listen.